Let's see leetcode problem 350 intersection of two arrays 2. So first we will discuss and understand the problem statement, and then we will discuss the two approaches. First approach is brute force approach and second approach is an optimal approach. Then we will discuss the code and try run the code also. So let's start. Let's understand the problem statement. The problem says that we have to find the intersection of two arrays. Okay, so here is an nums1 array and nums2 array. We have to find the intersection. Okay, so here is an 2 and here is an 2 and here is an 2 and here is an 2. So we have written the 2 and 2. Okay, so here is example 495 and 9498784. Okay, so here is 4 and here is 4. Okay, and here is 9 and here is 9. Okay, so we have written the 4 comma 9, or we can also written the 9 comma 4. So here you have to return the elements intersecting in both arrays. Okay, so here 4 is one time and 9 is one time, so we have to return only one time. Okay, so here is 2 time, we have to not return 2 time. Okay, so we have to return one time. So let's understand the first approach. First approach is a very simple approach, brute force approach. Okay, so what we will do, we will create one array of size 101, because there is given condition that it has the maximum array can be 1000. Okay, so there we will store the frequencies. So first we will traverse through the nums1 array. Okay, so I will take example this one. Okay, so here is an 1, so here 1 will be frequency of 1 will be incremented. Now here is 2, now 2 frequency will be incremented, again 2, then 2 frequency again incremented, and again 1 frequency will be incremented, and 0 and 3 will be remain 0. Okay, from 0 to 1001 it should be from 1001. Okay, so all will be 0, and 1 and 2 frequencies are 2 comma 2. Okay, so now again what we have to do, we have to traverse through the n2 nums2 array. Now what we will do, while traversing we will point at the first element in the nums2 array. Okay, so here is 2, we will find the 2 in this array and we will decrement its frequency. Okay, so now it will become 1. Again we will find the 2 in nums2 array, and we will find it in the frequency array. Okay, so again we have find, and this is not 0, so again it will be decremented. Okay, now now we will create one new result array and we will store 2 comma 2. Okay, so this is a very simple approach, and if here is 0 and here is again 2, then zeros then we will come to 0 frequency is 0, so it will be not at intersection, and again 2, the 2 frequency is 0 now currently, so it will not add it to the result. This is our brute force approach. Okay, so let's understand the second approach, which is an optimal approach. By using hash map, we have to create one hash map and store the elements and their frequencies. We have to do the same thing. So first we will go through the 4 comma 9 comma 5. I will take this example, and nums2 is 9 comma 4 comma 9 comma 8 comma 4. Now we will traverse to the nums1. Okay, so 4 will be added to the hash map and its frequency will be 1. Now 9 will be added in the hash map and its frequency will be 1, and 5 will be added in the hash map and its frequency will be 1. Now what we have to do, this is very simple. We have to add the elements from nums1 into the map. Okay, so nums will add the original number and we have to increment the its frequency. Okay, so it is not occurring, then it will be 0. Now we have to traverse through the nums2. Okay, so we have to find that if 9 is in our hash map, yes, 9 is in our hash map, so it will be decrement, its frequency will be decremented. Okay, so it will be 0. Now 4 will become 4 is also contains in the map, it contains, so its frequency will be also 0. Now again 9 will come, 9 will be not in the output because frequencies are 0. Similarly here will be output 4 comma 9. Okay, I hope that you understand the problem statement correctly and approach correctly. Okay, so first approach is a very simple approach. Second one is also simple, but while looking at the code you will understand more. So let's go on leet code. Let's understand the approach for our code. So first we will create a hash map. In it stores the integers, so integer, and I will give name as map, new hash map, and I will create an array list. It will contain integer. I will name it as list, array list. Okay, so Now we will implement for loop for nums1 array. Okay, so here int nums1, and we will put into the map and we will increment their frequencies. So map dot put num comma map dot get or default num comma 0 plus 1. Okay, okay. Now we will implement for loop and iterate through the nums2 array. Okay, so for int num as nums2, if map dot contains key, it will be num, and if its frequency is greater than 0, so map dot get num greater than 0. If its frequency is greater than 0, so we have to add it in the list. Okay, so list dot add num, and we will put it in we will decrement its frequency. So map dot put num comma map dot get num minus 1. Okay, okay. Now what we have to do, we have to create one array and we have to shift the list into the array. Okay, we have to convert the list into array. So int I will give it as result new int, it should be size of list. Okay, so list dot size. Okay, now we have to iterate through the list and we have to put the elements into the result. Okay, so for int sorry, here should be only int I equal to 0, and I will use here for each loop for int num is to list result of I plus plus is equal to num. Okay, so we will store into the result array. Okay, and simply we will return the return result. So let's compile the code. Okay, let's submit the code. So our code is successfully submitted, and here is an 91.22% bits. So thank you guys for watching my video. This was our day 32 of 100 days of code DSA challenge, and if you liked my video, then like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.